I don't know.
I don't have a token.
This is what Brandon needs. Yeah.
Where do I put the dang token?
Oh.
Right here?
Okay, let me in.
Right there?
Yes. Look, I had to step on the Lego. Brandon needs it.
I'm getting out of the way.
I hope you step on the Lego. Morning, fishing, and... Wait, what are you supposed to do?
Something about the first.
And depending on their social status, they could arrive at the execution on horseback, donkey, or come on foot. To give the execution command themselves.
It's missing the eyes and the hair on top of the legs.
The sharp iron screws that were loose was also called a catalog. A straight vertical form which the convict sent. The executioner inserted a spiral screw with handles into the hole and began to rotate it. With each turn, the iron stump approached the convict's neck. When the screw entered the body, the cervical vertebrae broke with a nasty crunch. The spinal cord tore. It was believed that this paralyzed the victim, saving him from debilitating
Put your neck in there and they screw that
last
in.
country to
Okay, you're new. That's all you have to do. Keep it.
Okay, Brady.
What?
We're listening to this, so you
I
gotta.
gotta hear it.
Don't. I just stood still.
One story of the talented architect Rene Jacob is an illustration of a monstrous injustice. He dedicated his life to construct beautiful buildings, but his last words. The castle was so beautiful that the Duke ordered to blind Jacob so that he could never create a more perfect building. The builder was tied up and led to the forge. One of the Duke's soldiers heated a metal rod on the coals and lifted it to the unfortunate man's eyes.
Oh, here's the number one.
He tried to resist, but he was held in place.
Yeah.
He asked for mercy and stated that he had not even been paid for the building of the castle. The cruel nobleman threw a bag of gold at his feet and showed no mercy. The hot rods touched the builder's eyes. The eyeballs burst from the heat and the smoldering mucus slid over his cheeks. The smell of burning flesh filled the air. Rene Jacobs' heartbreaking cry frozen forever in the walls of the castle he had built. On that day, a talented architect not only lost his eyesight, but his mind. Rene Jacobs' family had but the Duke's gold did not bring any happiness to them. Masks of shame. In the Middle Ages, citizens were sentenced to wearing masks of shame for minor incidents, slander, and violation of public order. The most popular was a mask called the bridal gossip. Metal plates tightly ringed the head of the gossiper, depriving her of an opportunity to talk. An iron helmet in the form of a boar's head was invented for gluttons. Wearing it, they were deprived of the opportunity to eat. The janitors were led to the streets in clownish masks, with horns sticking out of their mouths. Liars tried on long noses, and those who liked to eavesdrop wore large, colorful ears. Passers-by would shout insults at the masks, laughing and sometimes tossing garbage onto his poor people. Tears of shame poured beneath these irons. Each prisoner would wear a tablet with their name, occupation, address. A tablet on a heavy chain was placed around the neck of the victims of this particular torture. Their name, occupation, address. The Sicilian bull was most likely invented on the island of Sicily in the 6th century BC. It was also called the bull of Fowler, named after the ancient Greek tyrant who came up with the idea of this torturous construction. Fowler's idea was as sophisticated as it was cruel. He wanted to roast a living person placed inside a copper vat with an inner scope for spectators. For this purpose, the structure was given the shape of a horned animal, and a curved tree was placed inside of it. According to legend, Fowler asked the blacksmith who had made the bull to climb inside to check whether everything was done exactly to specification. And so the blacksmith became its very first
Watch out for that.
Almost the whole city gathered to see the execution. 5 guards were needed to force him into the brass. The match was shut. One of the executioners lit a fire. Almost immediately, Meridius began to gasp from the heat. As he was choking, he decided that he could grab the copper tube in his lips and suck some air inside. As he inhaled, it became
Do that? I don't see it. Is there a sign?
The brass monster roared inwardly. Smoke came from its nostrils. The executioners threw a bunch of aromatic herbs into the fire so the smoke filled the skeleton. The inhabitants of Spain remembered Torquemada himself was appointed
Huh?
It's like a person of the skeleton, like all this stuff peeled off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cool.
a letter sent by Torquemada found out. Grand Inquisitor began to worry seriously about his position. 2 weeks later, Carlos was charged for desecrating the symbols of faith. Torquemada himself supervised the interrogation. Carlos was stretched and spoke for several hours, his legs and chest were burned with hot iron, forcing him to sign a document of abdication of the profession of lawyer, but he refused. Then Torquemada ordered to shred Carlos's muscles with his
42. Play some air hockey?
Yeah. They did this a lot in Alabama.
Even when the atrocities of Torquemada were forgotten, the decaying skeleton of Carlos Garcia continued to be a landmark. He reminded the executioners
Hey, they did this over here a lot in Alabama.
and reminded the prisoners that he
What you think?
was death.
What do you think, Linda?
There is hardly a more frightening sight to a criminal than the gallows. For over 2,500 years, the gallows would serve as an execution for robbers, state leaders,
What?
Not touching.
the executioner cut off their hands. But before that, they were forced to confess all their crimes. The first robber's fingers were crushed by the jagged knives. He screamed when his bones against his accomplices. Several round shapes plunged under her fingernails. She confessed that she brought more than 100 people
This has to be one of the worst stories.
Huh?
I didn't say a word. This has to be like one of the worst ones. Just sitting there in the hall, torn out.
That was
See, like I
torture.
told you, I thought you just die quick.
What's this?
Can't pull it.
Huh?
Can't pull it. You gotta. It won't let me.
What's this?
You put your head in there and fall and cut your head off.
For
What
300
about that one over there?
years of the political regime, his ancestors occupied the position.
It's a guillotine.
His great-great-grandfather cut off ears and chopped off the fingers of rebels who didn't want to
Drawn and quartered.
in his 16th.
I don't know.
His
Hey, at least this guy wore an apron.
Yeah, at least he's being cool.
Linda.
Dad, all of you have blood on it besides his apron.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least he wore an apron.
It didn't work though.
Freddie. How do you... Freddie. Oh. Freddie, is this lunch?
I'll take a picture.
Is that lunch?
Sure. I'll take a picture. Going to Dawson. Those people call him Jeffrey Dawson. Wait.
Hurry up. Huh?
This is 38. We skipped so much.
Okay. I don't know where we're going. You enjoying that?
It's number 11.
We-
This is number 10. I think.
It doesn't say that.
Are you enjoying this, Linda?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty gross.
It's pretty cool. There's Jack Sparrow hanging over there.
shackles in the wall, shackles
I
in the
don't
load, a shameful pillar, paths. In the Middle Ages, citizens were sentenced to public ridicule for minor offenses, slander, and disturbance of the peace. The guilty were taken to a crowded square, and their hands and neck were put in wooden stocks. They were forced to bend over, and a placard explaining who they were and why they were worthy of condemnation was placed on the pillory. Passers-by threw mud, rotten food, excrement, and sometimes even shells. The horizontal bar shackles restricted movement of the prisoner. The prisoner was forced to take off their shoes.
What?
Standing on the cold ground, their legs were clamped, and sometimes their hands were clamped in special holes, too. After several hours spent in this position, the calves and buttocks began to swell, the bare feet became ice cold, and the waist began to ache from the shackles dating from the cradle of Judah.
Oh, this is great.
Is he giving birth?
Dad, it's stretching his arms and legs.
This is not environment strain, and the executioners can control the position of the body.
What are we doing now?
And then they lower the body over a sharp.
Ooh, skinny. That hurt.
This torture is not
You think? I wonder if they made a good pair of leather boots out of it. The hide.
heretics, and even during ritual sacrifices. In 1396, Chinese Emperor Xu ordered to punish by
What's that?
this torture was sometimes
Huh?
Oh, it moves, but I don't think we're supposed to do that. So it's back there.
was sentenced to public skinning for an attempt on the life of the king. The execution began, and the executioners were ordered to keep it going until sunset, so as many people as possible could see it. Robert screamed in James.
Where are we going now?
Just from the cracks. They poured cold water. Adam Schwartz, an artist was arrested on suspicion of small-fication. 6 months spent in solitary confinement and constant interrogations.
That's 22.
We're going the wrong way.
Gathered together to watch the executions. During the French Revolution, nearly 40,000 heads were cut off.
Mine's 29. Is it amazing?
Isn't it ironic that Dr. Yeti designed his apparatus to save the criminals from us?
I'm gonna ask Mark.
Okay, look right here. Is there anything?
No, Eric, that's not a number.
Oh.
Well, Dad, do it right.
What number's in here?
21. It's hot.
What are we looking for?
14. I don't really care. Let's just go for it. I think we're in order. Which one? Let's go. I can go to 21.
When a transit device designed to safely hold and move vertically dangerous criminals, a classic trap is a ring on a ball stick, like an oven fork or hot pots. If the jailer is clever enough, he can easily indicate the direction of movement to the offender with a simple gesture. If the offender
That's
resisted,
14.
he was pressed against the wall, squeezing his Adam's apple and
Dad was
ago.
right. Adam's
The
apple?
entire city
No, that was that.
squares to
But Dad's
watch
right
the
in here.
guillotines. Beggars and kings
Which
alike
head am I in?
gathered together to watch the executions. During the French Revolution, nearly 40,000
Here's your head.
Do it again.
Do not remove head from the ice cream. That's
Put-
not lid.
Brady, put your head in there.
I'm good.
You good? You good?
You're
Okay.
not supposed to.
That's a joke, Linda. Here you go, Brady. I found your prom date.
Devoted her life to the French Revolution. She participated in the capture of the Bastille in 1789 and repeatedly led various protests. In the spring of 1793, the supporters of her enemy seized her and subjected her to public execution. She was surrounded by the women of her enemy's party. She was pushed and then beaten, and when she fought back, she was knocked to the ground. When they realized that they could not break her, they decided to beat her with a whip. They tied her hands and ripped her dress off. Anna's back was very quickly covered by bloody stripes as the women beat her with everything they could find. Her cries of pain drowned in the screams of the raging crowd. When the number of blows exceeded a few dozen, Anna fell unconscious. Only a low moan showed that she was still alive. The skin on her back was torn to ribbons. The beating was stopped by a few men watching. Police were rejected.
Brady.
Hey, you no, I can't say that.
But the pain drove her insane.
What's that?
Feel that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot.
Here you go, Brady.
Sorry. Gotta get around it.
Go behind me.
I can't walk through there.
Charges, but after the death penalty of the first witch, she became terrified. She was kept missing for 3 months. Torture was carried out by
Still electric.
Mm-hmm. In Florida, it's called Old Sparky.
Okay, how do you get
Seriously.
electric? It's just wood.
They put electrodes on you. This goes on your head, around your head.
Don't touch it.
They put that on your head.
It says do not see it. I'm not sure what happened.
Wanna go for a spin?
This unusual device was discovered.
This is like just bigger than me.
Brady, wanna go for a spin?
They all look like 12. Can we spin it?
It's a joke.
Those are sledgehammers.
Huh?
Sexual torture. Now, this Obviously, a person experiences the
Sexual
greatest torment
torture.
when his basic
Which
instincts
number?
are limited.
20.
One sadist fantasies
Like that?
mastered this area went even further.
What 20?
Watch out.
Not only prevented her
20?
from
I don't know. What down there? What's that say?
Okay, I'll get there.
Look, what's that number?
I'll get there.
What's that number?
That's not one. Just put them on a wheel and spin it.
Go for a
Remember
spin.
the belt on Robin Hood? Belt of fertility? That one?
Yeah.
They're talking about that over here.
Anti-masturbation rings
That's
cause
what's for
to
it.
young men whenever they were
Oh, I know what this is.
What?
products.
Look what it is.
What is it? To tear the natural cavities of the body. What's it doing? It started.
Alloyed shapes the execution.
During the French Revolution,
Sexual
40,000 people.
Obviously, a person experiences the greatest torment when his basic instincts are limited. One sadist fantasies mastered this area point even further. The belt of fidelity on the hips of a young woman not only prevented her from accidentally intimate relationships, but also rubbed her hips and bruised for months, preventing normal hygiene. Anti-masturbation rings caused suffering to young men whenever they were sexually aroused. With the help of wooden products and
I'm not wearing one.
alloyed shapes, the executioners roughly imitated sexual penetration, causing severe pain to their victims. But the most terrible tool for sexual torture was the mechanical pear. It was injected into natural body cavities of both men and women and was gradually opened with the help of ropes.
Don't pop. If you lived back in those times, you'd be tortured for talking so much.
Facts. I cut your mouth off.
He's a male witch. He won't keep his mouth shut.
74 degrees.
It's hot in here.
Did you not do this one, bro?
Standing right there in that.
This is that. They sold his mouth.
Yeah.
That was what's his name in that movie? Hocus Pocus.
What's his name? Silence of the Lamb.
No, in Hocus Pocus, what was his name?
Oh yeah.
Z hesitated right as like it was about to. He kept telling me to drop it. I wasn't gonna do that.
Professor of philosophy, Luciano Moretti, was convicted of spreading the heliocentric teachings of Copernicus. One student saw the professor studying a manuscript listed on the index of banned books. At the trial, Moretti stated that he supported the model of the universe described by Copernicus. The pointed teeth of the fork forces him to keep his head tilted back. The punctured skin would develop sores. The philosopher's weak muscles are heavy. His back and neck are cracked with
I think
terrible
of how many
spasms.
people died in the
Even
world of
simple
religion
swallowing
because they didn't
saliva
agree.
was painful for him now. A tight strap squeezes his atoms out, causing attacks of suffocation and darkness. Beneath they chomp off Eve's hands while Europeans are
What does that mean?
thoughtful punishments. The device
Slavery was condoned by religion back
a
then.
rotating screw and two pressing planes. But even here there's room for human imagination. Imagine what primal horror a man experiences when the bones of his fingers are gradually crushed in the iron jaws of a vice. The bones destroyed in such a way that they could not mend. Likewise, forearm breaks need only larger vices, and the executioner should be more muscular. But most terrifying of all would have to be the vice on the skull. The head is fastened with clamps so that the victim's chin rests against a solid immobile base. The iron hemisphere crushes the skull from a... Otto Schwartz, an artisan from Bremen, was arrested on suspicion of spying. 6 months spent in solitary confinement and constant night interrogations turned him from a healthy young man to a desperate old man. After the Congress of Vienna in 1813,
Oh, this is dead.
Hmm?
Toenail was a pulse.
Don't even.
Ooh. Oh, right there, boo. And boob.
Don't even.
What?
Don't say nothing.
the money, and he requested the hardest punishment for her. The woman was...
You got a lot of up close facials. You do.
Oh, that one looked good.
Oh, that one.
Looked good.
Playing this one right now.
Here you go, Birdie.
That looked good.
Nothing in here.
That's big. You found it. You found it.
What'd you say? I have no idea.
No clue. She's.
Well, that's where they dump them upside down in the.
Torture with water. Baby of a witch. In the Middle Ages, the cunning inquisitors invented paradoxical laws that made people confess to acts that they never committed. An example of such cunning was bathing a witch. If there was a pond nearby, it would be used. If not, a large wooden barrel would be filled with water. The would-be witch would be hung upside down and dipped in water. Once their head was under the water, the inquisitor would state, if they choke and drown, they are innocent. But if they survive, they have had the aid of evil forces. As you can see, there would be no way to survive this test without being branded a witch. Of course, the common people enjoyed the spectacle most of all and had nothing against such law. In fact, this very woman was laughing merely because they were watching one of her name. Essence of the torture industry, so also was convicted of missionary.
Mm-hmm. What, Brady? Ooh, this is. Brady. Brady. Lay down here, we'll slice and dice it.
Still unceasingly, still inevitably down. I gasp and struggle in each vibration. I shrunk
What's that over there?
at every sweep.
What?
My eyes followed its outward or upward whirls with an eagerness of the most unbearable despair and drought.
You would better get him out of here.
I forgot to do that ghost thing. I don't care.
What is this? Moving on. Where we head now?
36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. I'm not doing this stupid case.
That is ripped on.
His wife persuaded him to bring the woman to justice.
That's never happened.
A young judge who had a strange sense of humor. Why did you decide to kidnap a child? He asked Mary. They promised to pay me. I could not buy firewood in my legs. I'm very cold, the woman answered. The judge thought for a moment and then said, the court has decided to warm your feet. Margaret was tired on the bench and her ankles were shackled into the hands. The water in the cast iron vat was boiling. The execution began. On the weekends, he showed it to Mary. Her eyes were resting with a surprise. She did not understand what Edward was accused of raping several children aged 8 to 12. Mary saw the victims was the judge's nephew. The judge was determined to flash a streak of hard until the unfortunate performance of the judges. The skin of his leggings were crushed. Misters began to all of the pedestal for the last time expressed the accomplice wanted to say it. He had not until she lost consciousness. Torn his body to shreds with a bare
Right.
back in his face.
Right.
She told him that his execution will help him earn forgiveness. His soul will be clean from guilt.
Ready.
The Spanish horse. All of her life, Matilda When Mary was caught outside of the house of Count Spencer, she admitted that she was hired to kidnap Count Spencer's son. The Count was outraged and wanted to beat the woman to death. Blood flow to the fingers would be restricted, threatening the musician with the loss of fingers, and possibly the loss of musical skill forever. Wayne the Witch.
What's
There
this?
was a peculiar method of judicial proceedings in the 15th century. When one suspected a witchcraft were weighed on scales, the judges considered that the witch's broom couldn't lift more than 99 pounds. Therefore, if a woman weighed more than 99 pounds, she was innocent. The most reliable way of remove charges was a certificate
Look up.
authenticated
Look
by
up.
the Dutch city of Emperor Charles V stated that the scales of this city were the
Put
most
your head now.
accurate. By the beginning of the 17th century, not only the Dutch, but also accused women from neighboring
Why can't you do what I asked? Linda, look what you're doing. Do it again.
No, I'm not doing it.
Huh? Is that your buddy? The what?
The dude that's like the logo of everything. He's on her chest.
Ready. Ready. Look.
Escape mockery. People passed by, pointing at him with their fingers and laughing. Some boys threw rotten vegetables in his face. A few hours later, the drunkard's skin wrinkled because of being in the cold water. His lips and fingers turned blue from the temperature. His muscles became numb. Caecilius suffered from thirst, but there was no one to give him water. He vainly promised himself that he would.
Ready.
That dude last